This is a $12 bottle of wine. This is a $200 bottle of wine. What exactly are you paying for at each level? I'm breaking it down because most people have no idea and the wine industry kind of likes it that way. This is Josh. It's a $12 Cabernet. You've probably seen it everywhere. Here's what you're actually buying when you're buying this. The winery probably sells this bottle to a distributor for $6 or $7. The distributor sells it to a retailer for maybe $9 or $10, and by the time it's on the shelf, the winemaker is maybe $4 worth to work with. And honestly, half of that goes towards the glass and the cork and the label and the foil. My best guess is that if you're getting it for $12, there's maybe $2 worth of wine in this bottle. Now, is it undrinkable? No, but to make $2 taste like something people are gonna buy again, you probably have to add a few things to it. Some of these wines have mega purple for coloring, sulfites beyond what's actually necessary in order to make the wine palatable, tannin powder. There's a bunch of stuff, flavor additives that aren't on any label because the wine industry has no ingredient disclosure laws. This is supermarket wine. It's engineered to taste good on a shelf and not age a single day. If you're buying a bottle of this, you better drink it quick. This is Dow. Their regular wine is just around $25, which is where honestly things start to get interesting. Now you're looking at a bottle that actually has an address on it. This one says Paso Robles in this case. That matters. Appellation designation, which is what we're saying when you're asking where the address is from, is something that makes people accountable. You need to know where the grapes came from. The economics at this point shift completely too. There's now enough margin for a real winemaker to make real decisions. And here's something most people don't know. The best winemakers in the world make wines at every price level. So at some point, their $25 bottle is made with the same care and attention as their $100 bottle. A lot of the times they just use grapes that didn't make it to the cut to the final flagship wine. But here at this price, you have better cork, you have better foil, have better fit and finish, and for the first time, you're tasting something that was actually made as opposed to assembled. This is where value buying starts. At around this price point, for example, we have our Better Than Sauvy B, which is a delicious white field blend made with organic grapes in Oregon, with a fancy wax cap and small run labels. This is where the winemakers start to be able to offer good quality stuff. This is the price range that most people never find because they're stuck buying $20 wine, and it's the best bang for your buck in the entire wine world. At $35 to $55, the economics flip completely. Now, all of a sudden, the packaging costs, the cork, the glass, the capsule, they represent a tiny fraction of what you paid. So the winery doesn't need to sell a million cases to survive, which means they can make less wine, care more about the wine, and charge you fairly for what's actually in the bottle. You can get a world-class Cabernet in the lower end of this range. A lot of people, for example, love The Prisoner, even though they don't give you an address. They just say it's from California. And at the higher end of the range, you can get world-class Pinot. These are bottles that beat $100 wines in blind tastings regularly because a lot of them just don't have the brand to push the price up. This is exactly where Bruno sits. Our Forget